The chicken egg problem is real. You need a portfolio to attract clients, but you need clients to build a portfolio. Most photographers get stuck right here. They wait, they post randomly, or they discount their work and hope something happens. None of that works consistently. Welcome back to the series on starting a photography business. In episode 1, we covered the foundation: legal structure, insurance, startup cost, pricing fundamentals, and the system that turns chaos into a real business. Today we are solving the problem that stops most photographers before they gain momentum. How to get your first paying clients without waiting for luck, without begging for work, or without discounting yourself into burnout. Let's start with the most important truth. Without a strong portfolio, nothing else works. Marketing cannot fix a weak portfolio. Social media cannot compensate for an unclear positioning, and referrals do not happen if people are unsure what you actually do. Your portfolio is not a gallery of everything you have ever shot. It is a visual promise. It tells potential clients what kind of work you do, who you do it for, and what hiring you will feel like. The goal is not volume, the goal is clarity. 10 strong images in your niche will always beat 100 random photos. Every image should look like something a paying client would have commissioned. If someone cannot imagine themselves hiring you for that kind of work, the image does not belong there. Here's how I approach this in my own business. Each portfolio is clearly separated by purpose, and that separation is intentional. Tom's Work collection is fine art only. It is not client work. It is not mixed with commercial projects. It exists to show vision, consistency, and artistic depth. When someone views it, they immediately understand that this is curated, long-term work, not one-off shots. One Headshot is professional headshots only, built for business owners, executives, and professionals who need a clear, confident personal brand. And Tom's Visuals is strictly commercial work, created for brands that need images to sell products, services, and ideas. Each portfolio speaks to a different audience with a different goal and a different problem to solve. That separation removes confusion, builds instant trust, and helps the right clients recognize themselves immediately. Think of your portfolio as a filter. The clearer it is, the easier it becomes for the right clients to say yes and for the wrong ones to walk away. Now here's the shift most photographers miss. You do not wait for clients to build a portfolio. You manufacture opportunities to shoot. Style shoots are one of the fastest ways to do this, especially in weddings and portraits. You pay a fee to photography professional models, decor, and locations you could not access on your own. The cost might be a few $100s, but the images will define your brand for years. You can also organize your own shoots, work with friends or aspiring models, run model calls to fill specific gaps in your portfolio, and second shoot for established photographers to learn workflow, client management, and real-world problem solving. Second shooting deserves special attention. Many successful photographers spend years doing it. You learn how professionals handle pressure, timelines, and mistakes, and you build industry trust at the same time. Now let's talk about discounting. Because this is where many photographers sabotage themselves early. Free sessions can work. Discounted sessions usually backfire. When you discount, you signal that your work is worth less. Clients talk. If one person pays $500 and another pays $2,000 for the same service 6 months later, explanations will not fix that damage. A model call is different. It is explicit, it is positioned as a creative project. Same free session, completely different psychology. It protects your pricing integrity while letting you build the portfolio you need. If you must offer lower rates early on, do it publicly and temporarily. Introductory pricing with a clear expiration date creates urgency and gives you a clean moment to raise prices later. What you never want is quiet discounts that follow you forever. Once your portfolio is clear, the next lever is proximity. Most first clients do not come from the internet. They come from people. Referrals, local relationships, and personal connections are powerful, and you should absolutely use them. But referrals alone are not predictable. They come in waves. They slow down, and you cannot build a stable business on hope alone. Let me make this practical, because this is where most advice stays vague. Getting your first photography clients comes down to controlled visibility, not hoping someone finds you. First, Make your website convert for one specific outcome. Your website is not a portfolio archive. It is the decision page. One clear niche, one clear service, one clear call to action. If someone lands on your site and has to guess what you offer, who it is for, or how to book you, they leave. Second, use local visibility intentionally, not passively. Claim and fully optimize your Google Business profile, even if you work from home. Add real portfolio images, write a clear service description, collect reviews aggressively from early clients, collaborators, and model calls where appropriate. Local search is one of the highest converting channels for first clients because the intent is already there. These people are not browsing. They are looking for services. Third, create direct discovery paths instead of waiting. Reach out to businesses, venues, planners, gyms, salons, co-working spaces, and service providers who already work with your ideal clients, not with a sales pitch, with value. Share images, offer to refresh their visuals, propose a specific collaboration, one email, one message, one conversation at a time. This works because you are borrowing existing trust instead of trying to manufacture attention. Here's the mindset shift. Referrals are great, but they are unpredictable. Systems are what make client acquisition repeatable. You want multiple doors open at the same time. Website conversion, local search, direct outreach, partnerships. Referrals then become a bonus, not your lifeline. This is where most photographers stall. They rely on one channel and hope it carries the business. What we teach inside the Elite Success Accelerator is how to connect all of this into a single system, how to make your website convert, how to dominate local visibility, how to show up in modern search, including AI-driven discovery, and how to build client acquisition that works even when referrals slow down. The goal is not more effort, the goal is predictability. Landing your first clients is a milestone, not the finish line. The strategies that get you from 0 to 1 do not automatically scale. At some point, effort has to turn into systems. Your first clients teach you what works. Systems allow you to repeat it without burning out. If you want to stop guessing and start building this with structure, the Elite Success Accelerator exists for exactly this stage. You can join for free and get immediate access to the foundation most photographers never receive, including a starter kit and a 7-day bonus content calendar built specifically for photographers. Link is in the description. Episode 1 covered the foundation. Today was about traction. In episode 3, we are breaking down the real costs of starting a photography business, what you must spend, what you can postpone, and how to start lean without compromising professionalism or legal protection. Please subscribe so you do not miss episode 3. The numbers matter more than most photographers realize, and understanding them changes everything. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.